Hello, it's Audrey's variety show with movies and the Bible. Happy holidays. We're going to be starting some holiday videos, some top 10 videos uh, for you guys to enjoy from the channel. And let's get into it. Okay, so Bleach episode 10. Bleach episode 10, we get the backstory of Unohana and her reasoning behind doing what she's doing, and also Kimpachi's backstory and how they love to battle. They love the art of war. I guess no, not really war, just fighting in general. And we see how Unohana feels when she kind of took that from him and felt sorry about it. And so I really did enjoy this episode, and it's such a shame that we only get two episodes of Unohana being the most powerful, just to be slain, unfortunately, by her student. Really, I guess I don't know if you could call him her student but I think you can in this because he did admire her very much, and and I just it was just so cool. It was such a cool episode, and that was largely the episode was about this Kenpachi and Unohana being uh, being in battle, and her, essentially every time he died, she would bring him back to life to rise above and get stronger and get better each time. I think it was kind of unbeknownst to him what was going on. Like to him it was just like he was black and like, no, you died. But Unohana gave him the grace to rise up and try again until he was actually able to defeat her. And it was nice. I was kind of scared of. And there was a moment there was in the battle which I was kind of scared of Unohana, to be honest. But aside from the battle, we see who was Renji and Ichigo. They're up there in the Soul Palace, and they have come across the creator of Zanpakutos, and he is wanting them to understand how a Zanpakuto feels about the way in which they're using. Like, didn't we kind of go over this before in the arc where the Zanpakutos kind of rebelled or something along those lines? I forget. But I did like it because we got to see the Zanpakutos forms. Like, didn't we kind of already have this kind of thing happen before? I don't know if it's a little different because it's been some years since Bleach first aired, but it felt a little different. It feels kind of similar, I should say, to some stuff we've already covered with that. Because what the main villain, like a Muramasa Blade or something like that? I forget. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that when we're going through with Ichigo and Renji and the creator of Zanpatos. And Renji essentially passing the test, but Ichigo not, because he's not really a Soul Reaper. He's a substitute and a Hollow, among other things. Because like a couple of episodes ago, Ichigo also absorbed some type of Quincy power. So who knows what's going on there? But that was essentially the episode. A lot of action in the episode, and on to Chainsaw Man. Now I see episodes 1 through 10 of the Chainsaw Man. I guess I'll look at it, right? So I have to say that it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable episode. Like the only thing that's really carrying it is the main character himself, Denji, and I do like him because um, he's a very humble person. But and I'm curious to see where his character goes, because it's easy to be humble when you don't have much or little to nothing to show for it. In a general sense. Now, sometimes people who are not uh, humble when they have nothing, and they're too prideful or too arrogant. But um, I like Denji, and in the first couple episodes, we see him, and how he's essentially paying a debt for his father who's passed on. He left him this debt in which he is now trying to pay for and compensate for. He sold his eye. Some other untasteful things I'm not going to say. He sold some of his body parts for to pay off the debt, and as well as become essentially an indentured servant, a slave to this guy in this world which we have for the series, to hunt devils with his dog chainsaw devil thing, Puka, something along those lines. But he's essentially betrayed by them, and um, dies. He dies. Him and his dog become one being, and all the dog wants in exchange for this is that he fulfill his dreams. Very sweet, very cute as far as all this goes. Only to be met with, I think, Mia, something. I'm just going to call her Miyaka. I think it's Miyaka. That's her name. To offer him a job slaying devils, and essentially a chance at a better life, which he agrees to. Uh, he be partners up with a fiend power, and I like her character as well. I think she's my favorite character so far. I like Power so far. I like her character, but I do identify with Genji the most in his humility. But it's easy to be humble when you have nothing, and let's see if he gains some more um, desires in life besides his silly ones that in which he has now. Um, but I will say that Chainsaw Man is interesting. I think if you don't want to sit through all 10 episodes, like I think episode 9 is a good place to see what it's about as far as the action goes and the overall plot, and go from there. Because I think there's only 12 episodes for this season. But yeah, Chainsaw Man is all right. All right. Be safe, be kind, be wise. Bye bye.